Oh, and we're going. We got this. Episode 27. I'm going to do the intro real quick and then
hit it, Mac.
boom.
Welcome to the Tar and Feather Podcast. Here are your hosts, Mustached Vet and Ganglion Cortex.
Whoa, hey, what's up? Episode 27 of Tar and Feather Podcast. Name to be determined. We haven't figured it out yet. It's been 2 months. I am Mustache Vet, and this is Ganglion Cortex. How are you today?
I'm good.
That's awesome.
I'm doing good. We had soccer practice for Chase today, so did that earlier.
That's awesome. How'd he do? How is he doing in soccer?
He is doing okay. He's definitely improving. Each game.
At least kicking the ball?
He kicked the ball. He can dribble the ball. He's fast. He just needs to get his mind into it a little more. His mind's keeping him back from what his body's capable of, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like at that age it is easily to get distracted.
Oh, pulling on their shirts, their jerseys, looking at planes in the sky, mud puddles in the field, everything.
The sun.
Yeah.
Everything is a distraction. Oh, there's a little lizard that ran across the field. Ooh, gotta look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They have their team scored goals every game, so that's good.
That is good.
They are
That is really good.
I guess 0 wins, 2 losses, and a tie.
Wow. Those numbers don't matter.
It's kind of a scam because there's teams who've played multiple years and they're all on the same team, and then all the new people get put at the end of the field on the last teams. So doing okay considering everyone's basically new.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. He'll get there. More practice. Is Logan playing soccer?
No. He did a couple of years ago.
Yeah. He doesn't like it.
It's not for him. I think he wants more of a individualized sport, probably.
Racing. Get him a go-kart.
He's a runner too, so maybe he needs to do some field and track or something.
You're just gonna send him out at 2 p.m., make him go run in the heat?
He's got to carry the boats.
You gotta train, boy. You gotta get out there and train. No pain, no gain. Blood,
2 o'clock
sweat,
now is
and
pretty
tears.
good. You know what? If he gets used to it now, he'll be okay by June.
Yeah, no, you're not. I don't care who you are.
With a liquid IV bag.
2 and 3, yeah. Running with the tree, the IV bag tree.
Yeah, that's the true Camelback.
Just give it to me, Doc. Straight in the jugular, please. Yeah, man.
We can't administer it.
No, I've done it on myself before. Yeah, talking about administering stuff. So I'm on my 10th week of testosterone. So feeling pretty good. Even though I haven't worked out in 2 weeks, I'm feeling pretty strong. Just
nice.
The heartburn stuff is keeping me from my full potential at the moment, but
yeah, it's still an issue, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to the medication that I have, I've been trying to take it at the prescribed times. So hopefully it helps. And then hopefully after 2 months, all these symptoms will pretty much go away. We'll see. That's my hope. That's my timeline. If it doesn't work in 2 months, then I'm going back to my doctor and figuring it out.
Deeper. Yeah.
But after 2 months, I kind of want to go off the medication for a week and see if I can stay off the medication for a little bit and then go back on, go back off, and then just kind of just get all that stuff out of my system so it's not constantly affecting me. I don't want to keep that medication in my body for too long. Everything in moderation.
How has your sleep been?
Sleep has not been good. No, I'm up all the time because of it, because my throat hurts.
Dang, yeah, that's true. Every time you lay down, it's probably worse, huh?
Always tired, always sore. Yeah. So it's just been a little difficult. I talked about it too much. Right.
No, it's a thing that affects a lot of people. Yeah, it's just, maybe someone has a suggestion.
It controls a lot of stuff with me. So it makes me irritable. It creates brain fog. I can't, like I said, like with brain fog, you can't concentrate. You get frustrated real faster than normal. Everything sets you off. Like, I don't know, somebody dropping a spoon or the dog barking.
It's no different than being sick and being congested, having like everything's gonna make it's gonna make everything worse.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So when I do get sick, which I've gotten sick once, really, since all of this started happening in the 2.5 years. It makes it 10 times worse. Like a cold turns into like, I don't know, a devastating flu. And you don't want to go anywhere. It was like the first round of COVID that I got. That was actually pretty rough.
Yeah, but let us know what happens, because I'm sure it affects many people that watch.
On it. So I'm taking famotidine at night and Nexium in the morning. So famotidine is like Pepcid. So I'm taking it at night right before I go to bed on an empty stomach. And then I'm taking Nexium on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. And then I don't eat or drink anything, well, besides water, until half an hour later. Mm-hmm. So usually when I'm driving to my first job in the morning, about 20 minutes into the drive, then I can drink my energy drink or, pop a Zen in, have a protein bar or whatever. So I don't think the nicotine's helping at all with the Zen, but I don't know. So I might go a whole weekend. That could
make it worse though, right?
Well, it's supposed to. So nicotine can keep that flap right here, that sphincter, from closing. From what I've heard. So it can. So if this doesn't close, then all of that stuff is coming up. And if I'm not building enough acid up or too much acid, then it makes everything worse. So, and apparently this is a pretty common thing for a lot of people. So
it was. I used to have really bad heartburn.
What'd you do for it?
And honestly, I just realized one day that I just didn't have it anymore. I think cutting down a lot of sugars, honestly, because I would like have some beer and then I would have chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate is terrible for it.
I think the chocolate combined with the alcohol was like a deadly factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't even drink beer now. I drink 2 beers and
it makes it worse.
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
And so
the next morning it's sore.
I think it was the type of beer
on a bad hangover.
Right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So changing the amount, changing the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think having a lot much less processed diet has helped.
Oh yeah.
But I used to be pounding the Tums, doing all that, and then like it's hard to really pinpoint. I just remember thinking back one day and thinking like, wow, I haven't had heartburn in a long time, and I haven't had it in like 3 years now. So I don't know.
Nice. Good stuff. I feel like it's probably something little that just needs a click.
It's one specific thing that's causing it for sure, right? Or it could be something else. I'm not a doctor. All I know is certain foods impact it more than most things.
Well,
right? Like, there's something causing it to happen.
So the 2 things that are in my diet religiously throughout the day, no matter what, it's the Zen and it's caffeine. So,
How much caffeine do you have?
probably 400 milligrams.
Because I have one energy drink and that's it.
Yeah, I have 2.
So maybe 2's too many.
2 is probably too many.
What type of caffeine is it?
They are either C4s or they are Ghost energy drinks. So they're the 10 to 15
I would
calorie
say
drinks.
maybe take off the ghosts.
Well,
What sugar do they use?
I don't know if there's no sugar.
They use some type of substitute?
0 sugar. 0 sugar.
Sometimes you got to go hard. Get rid of both of them and see.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that this weekend. I'm hoping that we can go see the Flyers play on Saturday.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, they play at 1 p.m. on Saturday, so it's in the middle of the day, so I don't have to worry about keeping them up too late. So go see the Flyers. I've never gone to Wells Fargo Arena to go see them play, so it'd be pretty exciting. And I think they're going to be my new team since the Arizona Coyotes left for Utah.
Who are they playing?
They are playing the Oilers.
That's Baltimore, right?
No, it's not Baltimore. Baltimore doesn't have a team. DC has a team, but Baltimore doesn't have a hockey team.
Why would I think? Where do the Oilers play?
The Oilers are what?
Is it Pittsburgh?
No, it's in
Something whack
Canada.
like that?
No, it's in Canada.
Oh, the Edmonton Oilers?
Yes, Edmonton Oilers. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Wayne Gretzky played for them. I was like,
I'm thinking of the bird in the baseball team.
Oh, the Orioles, not the Oilers. You were thinking of the Orioles.
I got it all messed up.
Yeah, you were. That's baseball. That is coming up soon too. I'm already starting to think about baseball games. The Diamondbacks are coming to Philly again.
Okay.
In May, so we're gonna go see that
about
game.
A spring training game would be cool to go to.
Ooh. Yeah, you are right there. Just go up to what is it, in Scottsdale?
I think that's
at Talking
Glendale, but it could be Scottsdale.
I think they have half in Glendale and the other half in Scottsdale at Talking Stick.
It depends it depends who your team is.
Yeah, it depends on what your team is. What's your team?
They have the 2 different facilities, right?
Who's your team?
That would be God's team, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Boo this man. Throw him out of here. You're out of here.
All right, do it, buddy.
Boo.
Who's your team?
Yeah. Ohtani's contract goes to 2060. His contract's deferred for like 25 years.
That's longer than my driver's license in Arizona is valid for.
That's insane. Oh man, those licenses used to be valid until you turned 65.
They still are if you don't upgrade for the federal one.
Oh yeah.
And I will certainly not.
What's the name of the new driver's license? You get a gold star on it, which is
I don't know.
That's suspect. Putting a gold star on anything is suspect. Whose idea was it? What nationality's idea was that?
I have a second form of ID which will validate it, so I don't need an upgrade.
Oh, you're just gonna bring the passport with you? I'm just gonna bring my old CAC card.
Basically.
Your VA. Oh.
Yeah.
So sorry. Oh, this isn't acceptable? Oh, here's my Denny's.
Here you go, sir. AAA Platinum.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So you have an update for us for
How so?
your new gig, dog.
I have quit the service technician industry um, due to low pay and I was bored. And so, like I tell all my employers, I choose to be here. I can go anywhere in the world. I could work for any other company that does the same thing. But my hands are getting tired. I'm getting old. I can't turn little nuts and bolts forever. And so I figured, oh, I'll go drive some trucks instead. And so I went to the mining industry, and now I'll just drive some trucks. See how that works.
Let's see this big ass truck. Boom. Ooh.
And so yeah, haul truck driver.
Oh yeah.
It's
boom.
Like another driver told me, all we are is ants. We just move the dirt around.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's super easy.
Look at all that dirt.
And that is 2 miles wide by about 1,300 feet deep.
1,300? Wow.
Yeah.
How tall are each of those steps?
Each one of those steps is about 30 feet.
Oh, wow.
And so you got about 30 steps there.
That's pretty cool. That is
we are harvesting copper for your wires and smart vehicles.
Ooh, I use a lot of copper in generators. There's a lot of copper in generators.
A whole lot, yes. And Arizona is the #1 copper producing state in the United States.
Well, they do call it the Copper State, Corey.
For a reason.
It is known as the Copper State, and that's why some of the license plates, like for antique cars, are copper colored. I don't know if they're entirely copper. I wouldn't make them copper.
Yes, fun fact.
Steal them.
1, the Sequoia will get one next year because it'll be 25 years old. And
Dude,
2, those license plates are made out of entirely Arizona-sourced copper.
What? They're actually made out of copper?
Out of Arizona copper.
Oh.
Part of the law says it has to be Arizona copper.
That's like $300 license plate.
No. Copper's
it's probably a real thin sheet off of it.
I looked it up. Copper's pretty competitive pricing still. It's not like gold.
Oh, you think so? Think so?
It's like 4 cents an ounce.
Oh. My bad. Well, then it's $5 license plate.
$5.
Shit.
And
about
the
tree
patina
fitting
on it will be perfect in about 5 years.
About tree fitting. Yeah, the patina. The like little corrosion.
But yeah, so
it will look sweet.
Any car can get one of those plates if it's 25 years or older.
Yeah, that's dope. That's wild. So a 2000, and that's what the Sequoia is at 2000.
2001. That's why I gotta wait till 26.
Ooh. Oh yeah. You did say next year.
Its birth date in the door jam says October 2000. It's a very early 2001.
Yeah, that's soon. If you do the math,
217,000 miles.
If you do the math, Corey, you could go there October of this year and be like,
Yeah, but it's off the model. I already tried.
Oh, no, nuts. Semantics. Tell them it's all semantics.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this birthday. It's right here in the door jam.
Yeah. Can we celebrate its birthday, not its half birthday? Or its quarter birthday?
Well, so I'm going to have to get plates in December because that's when the registration runs out. And then I'm just have to buy the new ones in January. That's the second part.
Or you don't get pulled over for a month.
Go the Scott method.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I like to go 10 months.
I actually considered that. Because it's like, it expires on the 15th, so it's only 2 weeks. Yeah. And actually, I have 2 other cars, so I can just not drive it for 2 weeks and legally just not break any laws because I won't be driving it.
Right. Well, you know the Honda Shadow, my motorcycle?
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been registered since Arizona.
Wow. You ride the Harley more, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Honda Shadow, I think, goes a couple miles, and then I'm back.
It's your backup ride. I like that.
It's just like a fun run around
It's for when
the
friends
town.
and family visit and they want to ride with you.
I have done that. My buddy Zach took the Honda and we went to the gun store, got some ammo, and then came back and I put all the ammo in the saddlebags of the Harley.
Nice.
Yeah, it was tight. Yeah, the Harley's so much fun to drive, but the Shadow's a different monster. It's not a monster, and that's what makes it fun. Because it's only 750 cc's, so it's half the Harley, essentially. So it's a lot lighter bike. It's almost half the weight, I think. And so I was thinking about making some modifications to it. I want to turn it into a suicide shift.
Yeah.
So just changing, so just clutch, put the clutch on the floor on the left floorboard, and then shifter for my hand. So then I don't have the shifter on the handlebars. So just move the shifter down, or the clutch down for my foot. So my foot will press in just like a car, and then I can shift it, and then have maybe a beer tap handle all the way up here, and then shift.
That's a great bike. My neighbor has the same bike.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. But that's probably the extent of the modifications that I want to do, is just turn it into a suicide shift.
The Honda. Don't mess with it too much, right?
No.
It starts every time, right?
It runs. I change the oil once every 2 years on it because it doesn't really go that far. And it goes like I'd say maybe 50 miles in 2 years.
Yeah. Super unused, basically.
I think it went under 10 years this last year, or 10 miles this last year.
Just enough to keep everything moving.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep. So, what'd you do in your backyard? You building pull-up bars?
Built the pull-up bar.
Tight. Gotta stay active, folks.
Gotta stay active. So I was also thinking about how I could make some dip bars coming off of this. Easy. I could do some more post, but then I'd have to dig through literal plutonium and iridium dense concrete. It took quite a bit of effort just to go the 2 feet to get those in. So I've been thinking of some other things I can do just coming off the one post, but we'll see.
Right.
But for now, it's great, yeah. Before I go to work, run out there, do some curl-ups, do some leg raises.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I need to start doing.
Because previously, my last job, I was in the city. I could just drive. I would take my lunch breaks and go to the gym. Yeah. And I haven't been doing it, and it's been killing me. So I was like, I have to do something where I can just at least do some leg raises. Back. And it's been feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, something simple just to keep you mobile. Keep you in the fight. Be tenacious.
And so yeah, I did like your enthusiasm with the Venice style outside grunge gym in the backyard, but
yeah,
I think I'll protect the investment. I'll just sacrifice the garage space.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in the summertime, a bench is going to deteriorate, so you're going to have to make a bench out of wood and not put anything on top of it.
You're not going to want to be in the sun when it's 105.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to make the bench out of wood, and then the bar is just going to be scalding hot, so you're going to have to wear gloves.
So yes.
You're going to have to wear oven mitts just to bench.
My next bonus will go towards some bumper plates and a 45-pound bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I can do my deadlifts. I need my deadlifts back in my life.
Yeah. My suggestion is I think I bought bumper plates. So I have two 55-pound bumper plates. Those were a pretty solid investment because whenever I'm deadlifting, whenever I'm benching, whenever I'm squatting and I use those bumper plates, that's easily the minimum amount that I do to stretch, to warm up.
Right.
So
Definitely.
55 was a good call. And then I have 4 45-pound plates. So when I deadlift, I'll throw the 45s on top of the 55s. The 55 bumper plates are a little bit larger than the steel.
Oh, that's perfect.
So they don't hit.
Yeah.
When you drop the weight, they don't hit. They still rattle a little bit, but they shouldn't. They shouldn't
we like
slam
the
on the
rattle.
ground. Yeah, we love the rattle, but we don't like the chipping of concrete.
The chipping. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that gets me excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then just get a nice floor mat in there, and you're good.
Oh yeah. Sam's Club's got some locking stuff you can put there.
But
at
yeah,
least for that area.
Yeah, I would get put a shed in your backyard for all that extra stuff that you don't want in the garage, or just if you can get rid of it, that's probably the best. If you don't need it, because there's a bunch of stuff in my garage that I'm about to yeet.
We are, deciding.
There's stuff that I don't use. So anything that's on that left side of the garage now,
it's tough, right? Because there's things you haven't touched in years. Like, what's going on with it?
Besides my golf clubs and fishing stuff, the rest of it can go. I don't use any of it. So I bought a new seat for the Honda Shadow. I tried to mount it. I couldn't figure it out. So that's probably going to get tossed. The old Harley seat is probably going to come up here in the attic. I'm going to put it somewhere here in the office. And go from there with all the Harley stuff. It'll come up here just in case I resell the Harley. I would like to put that stuff back on.
True, that's the balance, right? Like,
or I could probably sell the seat because I don't see any. Well, I guess I could sell it with the Harley and tell them you can either have the seat that's on it, that's customized, or you can go back to the old version, which is more like it's a much wider seat. So like, let's say if you weigh a little bit more, you're a bigger person. You would want that seat over the seat that I have. Mine's a little skinnier, and it's got that gel cushion, but if you're a biggin, it's not gonna
or
be
if
nice.
you're doing long rides, right, you might want a wider one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah.
All right. Well, what's been going on there?
Well, I'm about to show you. So I got a new vertical smoker. I got a Pit Boss vertical smoker. I don't remember if we talked about it on last episode. I'm pretty sure we did. But we got Pit Boss vertical smoker, and the last thing I smoked in it was this bad boy. That is some beer can chicken.
That thing's looking crisp.
So it had beer can seasoning on it. It has a Yingling lager inside of it at the moment. And then I think I basted it 5 or 6 times. So the first time I basted it with virgin olive oil and the seasoning. The next 4 or 5 times, it was a mix of Yingling and the seasoning. And I just kept slathering it on. And it just kept building and building and building on it. He drinks
better than I do.
Yep. And it kept the skin pretty moist. It wasn't real hard or chippy. It was, you could actually.
So you had the beer can inside it, right? Pumping it full
of
moisture?
The beer can is just at the bottom of the butt, like right underneath the leg and the butt right there. There's the beer is right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's full of beer. Nice. And I just cut the top off. Yeah, I cut the top off with the can opener. And then so it's in there. And then I use the toothpicks right there, those long toothpicks, those skewers, to keep it from going from one side or the other.
Nice. All right. And of course, you got your probe in there. You're watching the temps. All right.
Yeah, meat thermometer. So I had it in there at what temperature? I think I had it at 225 or 230. And then there's some bacon, cuts of bacon inside of it, in the tray.
That's looking
And
really
then
good.
all of that baste was falling down to the bacon and just caramelizing all the bacon. So it was a twofer. So it was a twofer.
Exactly.
I got best of both worlds on that one. And then I had I didn't upload this picture, but I also did beef cubes. And then smoked those. We smoked cream cheese, and we had spicy raspberry jam with the cream cheese. And then what else?
I did the cream cheese
we had,
after you told me that.
Oh, so good.
Brooke's talking about it over and over again since then.
Every time I want cream cheese, I'm smoking it.
For now on,
Brooke keeps talking about it?
Yeah, because we did it. We did a block after you told me about it, and you showed me those pictures. I was like, we have to do this.
We have to do this.
And then we did it, and it was
slits
so good.
into it? Did you cut slits into it?
No, I just did the block, and it was like a 1/4 inch in. So
wow,
it
still went in.
It was like a thick outer coat for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I like to slice them into little squares, and then it just kind of starts separating.
More surface area. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So it gets deep in there. And then father-in-law brought over pheasant, and he had the pheasant wrapped in bacon. And I'll tell you, pheasant's pretty good. It's pretty tender. It's different than chicken. But it's not quite like turkey. Like it's in between chicken and turkey on the texture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it wasn't too dry, and cooked that chicken and that pheasant perfectly.
Sweet.
And we were using barbecue pellets. So a buddy of mine donated a 4-pound bag. Oh, 40-pound bag. Sorry, 40-pound bag.
Any photos, but I did smoke some Italian pasta sauce.
Ooh.
And it was really good.
So good. Oh yeah, you were showing me that yesterday.
And so I smoked the ground sausage from the local store.
Yeah.
Onions, garlic, and then I added crushed tomatoes, some seasoning, and then it just sat there for 2 hours after that. It was so good. And I don't actually smoke a lot of things. I use the smoker to cook.
Fun. Yeah.
And so lately, I have been smoking a little more things. So I think I might do a chicken because I actually have a clay jar that does the same thing as the beer can, so you don't have to use the can with the aluminum.
Yeah, you could just pour it in it and then set the chicken on there.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about buying one of those. But
yeah, I have one of those. I used it once, so that's why I know if that chicken was juicy.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, my chicken was pretty juicy.
It's amazing how much juicier that chicken is when you do the beer can method versus regular.
It was really good. I was pretty proud of myself that it turned out so well.
The colors on that thing, excellent.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I just kept basting it because that first picture I sent to the group chat, it looked like I barely touched it with seasoning.
Yeah,
there's nothing stuck on it. It didn't do it justice.
Yeah, no,
and then I just kept
so
basting and basting and basting and basting.
I don't think you can overdo it because, it just, like you said, it caramelizes a little more each time.
It just kept collecting on it, and then I was trying to get in certain creases that I was maybe missing and turning it around. Dude, it was
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely.
Exactly.
I was like, man, the probe's in the way, and then I would have to pull the probe out and then baste around it.
And then a little juice would shoot out, and you're thinking, look at all that moisture loss.
It's like when you open a radiator. You open a radiator that's too hot. It goes, nope, back in there.
No, there's air bubbles now.
Oh, my face.
Yeah.
My face. Yeah. Yeah, it
That's
was really
great.
good. So we did that for the Super Bowl to watch the Eagles and whatnot. And so it was just me, Julia, and her dad. So we had a lot of food for 3 people. So it was leftovers for the rest of the week.
Wow. Can't complain for that, right?
No, it was
Big
delicious.
snacking.
Especially with anything smoked, the next day it is just that much better. Because that smoke, if you keep it in the container, all that smell is just going,
Does something.
just getting after it. It just tastes just a little bit more smokier the next day.
It is working deep.
Yeah, getting deep in there.
So deep.
Yeah. All right. You want to harvest some memes?
Sure. Haven't done that in a while.
All right. Harvesting memes for you. Meme farming. Let's go. All right. So, Donald Trump and the Doge gang getting after it right now with all of this fraud, waste, and abuse. Pretty stoked about it. Not going to lie. I like it. I'm a big fan of, the downsizing of these agencies. I love it. So here's a meme. Slash it,
Exactly.
slash it, slash it. Most of it, all of it.
Most all of it when you realize trillions and billions are missing.
I'm looking
You
at the
need a
numbers,
reduction,
Corey.
sir.
I'm looking at the numbers, Corey. All of this all these pet projects that these Republicans and these Democrats have, it's on both sides. We're just seeing the left right now because we have a Republican in office.
That's what's being amplified, but if you just go through the numbers, you can see how both sides are benefiting from the kickback.
Yes.
It is a kickback.
Mm-hmm. And
when you have an organization that benefits from these grants, that's a kickback.
Yep. All these nonprofits that these congressmen and women have.
We're $35 trillion in debt. Where is it all?
Oh, it's all
not
through
in
fraud.
The interstate system, right?
It's all through fraud.
In high-speed internet for rural communities. Like, where is
these numbers are just racking up. We're seeing billions upon millions, and then I saw some $4.2 trillion number somewhere, and I need to find it because there's something that had to do with the Treasury for $4.2 million to where in the TAS subject line, you can leave it blank and just send money. That's what was being said.
You've been able to have non-categorized spending, therefore making it impossible to audit and see where it went.
Yes. So if you can't account for money, if you can't account for it, that's waste and fraud. You can't get past it. If you can't account for it, if you can't tell me where it went, how are you responsible for it then? Where's the accountability? You're wasting my money. And that's $4.2 trillion.
Accountability, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we should be knowing where this is going.
I've been saying it for like 10 years now. I want an itemized receipt on where every one of my dollars is going. That way I can yell at those people.
True.
I need a face to where the money's being spent.
Sir, you must account for every dollar that is spent. Why
or I go to jail for voluntarily paying taxes. But if I don't volunteer, I go to jail. It makes no sense. You froze. Oh, Corey, you might have to log out and come back in.
You know it's a voluntold.
Oh, you froze there for a second.
We're back. I think it's the statist. We hit too close to the nail on the head.
The head on the nail. The nail on the head. The nail on the head.
They're attacking.
Dude, they are. They're gay. All right. Department of Health in 2021 and Department of Health now. Booyah.
And it's true. I eat almost 0 color dyes, and my life is exponentially better off for it.
Yeah, stay off that Code Red 40.
I can tell when I eat something with dyes in it.
Mm.
And with Chase, we realized red induces like anger and frustration, and blue introduces like apathy and like some other stuff, and then yellow is another thing. They all change the brain chemistry in a way that's not. It's just not.
It's
normal.
just triggering certain hormones or different.
Let me just put it this way: I lose nothing by removing it out of my diet. If I reject some food item that has it in it, I didn't need it anyways. Right. It wasn't like a piece of steak or a piece of fresh bread. It was some snack that I honestly didn't need to eat to begin with.
Yeah.
So if you want to clean up your diet, just remove food dyes.
It was like that chocolate and beer you're talking about. You don't need it.
Most of that chocolate was fake chocolate, and it was basically high fructose corn syrup with a little cocoa powder.
Ooh, yeah. Stay away from that high fructose corn syrup.
When I make my chocolate syrup at home, it's fresh, it's raw organic sugar, brown sugar, some cocoa powder, and vanilla, and some water. And that's my Hershey syrup.
And then
I make the best chocolate milk with the raw milk from down.
I should send you some. Well, I mean, you can buy Hershey bars anywhere, but the Hershey plant is 45 minutes away from here. I could get you some Hershey chocolate.
I did
from Hershey,
want to go to Hersheyville, USA. I would want to.
Yeah, next time you come out and visit us. Soon.
I was thinking about that
maybe wait till the planes. Maybe wait till the planes stop falling out of the sky.
Honestly, I was worried about that 2 years ago when we went to go see you, and now I'm even more worried.
Yeah. Well, we were just looking at, so we're definitely doing a road trip back down to Florida this year, and then we're thinking about a road trip to Oklahoma.
Nice.
To see my great aunt, and then of course I'll probably see Rudy in Oklahoma too.
Ooh, when are you gonna go to Oklahoma? Any time frame?
Don't know yet, because July we're going to Florida.
Yeah.
So it'd either be before, like around maybe May, or maybe September time frame.
Okay. Keep us in the know, because maybe we can go halfway and meet you up.
Oh yeah. Meet us in Oklahoma.
Rudy, we're coming in.
Oh!
How far does your aunt live from Rudy?
Not far, like 15 minutes.
Oh, same town.
Yeah, same town.
Oh, okay.
They are not far from each other. Not far.
Oh, that'd be super cool.
My aunt, my great aunt, she lives 2 minutes walking distance from my old elementary school.
Nice. All right.
Well, yeah. Pretty cool.
I didn't know you were such an Okie.
Oh, yeah. I lived there from age 4 to 9. So I lived there for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then we came back after Germany. So we lived in Germany for 3 years when I was a kid. We came back and we lived in Oklahoma for half a year before we moved up to Illinois.
Yeah.
To start high school. To start high school, Billy. To start high school.
Scott Air Force Base.
Yeah, Illinois, Scott Air Force Base. I thought it was weird. So in Lawton, Oklahoma, there's Mount Scott.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved up to Illinois, and it's Scott Air Force Base. I was like, why is my name following me everywhere?
I know. I remember seeing that on your truck, and I was all like, Scott Air Force Base. What's this mean?
What's this mean? Didn't mean anything. I'm an Air Force Base. What do you think it meant?
Wow. You are the Air Force Base.
I am the Air Force. Welcome to my base.
I am the Air Force Base.
I'm so base. I'm Air Force. And talking
knew
about
it.
based, let's go. I'll never spend my money on dumb stuff ever again. I actually want that.
I really need a pool. That is super awesome. Look at that thing. The buoyancy on it's got to be so good. Look how much air there is there.
Look how much air. He's sitting all the way in, too. That looks comfy.
Bro, you're never tipping on that.
No.
You could put an outboard motor on that and go into the ocean.
You probably could. Strap it to the back right there and let her rip.
Pool quench.
Yeah. All right, we were talking about fraud earlier. The foreign aid. Foreign aid. Behind it is money laundering.
That is what all that means.
All these pet projects. It's just getting the money back. It's just you give people 10-15%, so you say that you're doing good. And they're like, well, if we didn't have U.S. aid, then these kids in Cameroon wouldn't get fed. But you're only giving them 10% of the money that was donated.
It's just like when people complain about the Red Cross. When you donate $1, only 9 cents goes to the actual charitable cause, and then the rest goes to the administrative. But yet they also don't have that same concern when it's government.
Right.
And it's the same thing. 9% goes to whatever cause that it's demarcated at, and then the rest goes to the people running it.
Yep. It all goes to overhead. That's what was happening with what was that Wounded Warrior project? They had a ton of overhead, so only a certain percentage of their money was going to actual vets. And then they were spending the rest of the money on trips overseas and private.
It's just like
private planes.
When the NRA's financials came out, and it was all like, "Wow, Lane LaPierre's suit budget was $1 million." I don't know what the actual cost was, but it came out to where they were spending a lot of money on things that weren't actual advocacy.
Yeah, instead of lawsuits against anti-2A politicians and judges, they were just spending it on magazines and
parties,
apparel, parties, just other stuff to get them more money so that they could have more parties. So more parties paid for more parties. And then it goes
on, right?
It's just a giant Ponzi scheme. The NRA sucks, by the way. They've always sucked. If you want to go to somebody, go to Gun Owners of America or National Firearms.
Also check out your reputable state level gun organizations.
Oh yeah. Do your due diligence. It's not hard. Join a gun club today. You'll find it.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm part of my gun club around here. It's pretty neat. It's 5 minutes down the road.
It's true. I am a life member of the Arizona Citizens Defense League, and you should be too.
Even if you don't live in Arizona, join anyways. When you visit,
we will appreciate.
So when you visit, you get a big old hug from Ganglion Cortex.
So we can remain number one in firearms freedom. Although there is some debate about that.
Numero uno. Get yours today for the low price of $25.99. I think
it's like $500, but
what?
This is a lifetime membership, sir.
About $350.
But you can also spread it out. So say you were an annual member for 4 years at $50 a year, then you only have to pay the difference and not the full price, because that money went towards the price of your lifetime membership.
Oh, yeah. You're not wrong, sir. Not wrong. I think that's what I was doing with the VFW, and then I just stopped paying.
Right.
I need to get back on that VFW. I'm part of the American Legion, but not VFW. Oh, I need to look in on my registration for my American Legion. Probably do. All right, talking about losing money. Looking for a trade. Let me get rid of this banner. Where's the banner at? Hold on here. Hold on. Looking for a trade for APC 556. Don't lowball me. I know what I got. That's about $350 worth of eggs.
It's true.
It's expensive around here.
I bought 18 eggs for $10.
Yeah, it's about $8 for a dozen around here. I thought Trump was going to do this on day one.
And I was like, dang, dude, it might be cheaper to get the eggs from the neighbor down the street.
Oh, yeah. You should just buy your own chickens and do it. I've been thinking about getting chickens.
I would do chickens, yet
I want...
one, my dog would eat them all. Two, the coyotes would definitely jump over the wall and eat them. And three, I would need like a hen or whatever that is, a place for them.
Oh, a hen house?
Cage. A hen house.
Yeah, hen house with
which I actually already have
chicken wire around it.
The pallet, the playhouse I built out of pallets could actually be converted into a hen house.
You could do that very well. And then that way it's sealed on the bottom so the coyote can't dig under the chicken wire in order to get to them. It would have to go through the door to get to your chickens.
It would have to blow really hard at that wall.
Yeah. Blow your house down.
Ain't blowing that house down. I use 3.5-inch decking screws.
It's sturdy, dog. Sturdy. About as sturdy as they come. That thing ain't toppling over.
Yeah, I've actually started to disassemble it.
It can take 2 direct hits.
Methodically, I've been disassembling it, and then I got to a point to where I have to pull the nails out, and I can't do anymore without really working.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And the cat, Ron, really likes it. That's his spot. He'll go straight to that and run over there.
Oh, he's been going outside?
He loves going outside.
Ooh, nice.
You should hear him cry when we go outside and we forget about him. He'll be at the window.
Yeah.
You bastards left me.
I just put you outside 5 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago.
Well, that's the issue. So you put him out there too long. Next thing you know, he's on the wall in the neighbor's yard.
He has a cat.
We had this giant owl that we've seen basically since Maple was a baby. And this owl was little, right? The other night I saw it, and it was on the neighbor's roof, and it was like a foot and a half tall. It was huge. It could easily take Ron, no problem.
Owls have huge wingspans.
And it flew and dove over the flagpole and then landed on the neighbor's house. It was at least 3 feet wide.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like, owls don't look that big, but man, they put their wings out to there. They're massive.
I was ready to pick up a stick and beat it like a baseball.
Beat it like a baseball.
I will defend my animals.
I will kill for Ron.
That's right. This is his house.
I will honor Ron's name.
He's an old man. I did the conversion. He's like a 57-year-old man.
He is. When did you? So you got him when you?
He's 11 years old.
Of the apartment. Yep. What? 2013, 2014?
I think it was 2013.
Yeah. Wow.
I did it. Here, cat calculator. I'll search it.
Cat calculator.
Human years. Oh no, it didn't work. Hit age. He's 60 now.
Wow.
He's 11, at least.
Woo!
He's about to. He's going to be one of the people collecting Social Security.
Yeah, he's going to be the 200-year-old that's getting Social Security right now.
Yes, sir. And I'm sure
There
when
was
you're 200,
there was
you
4
collect way
million.
more, right?
There was 4 million people over the age of 100.
It's amazing. It's amazing how healthy
There might be
America has
4
become.
100-year-olds,
Yeah,
not 4
4
million.
million Americans are over 100 years old.
There's no way. No way.
That's how far
Maybe
we've
4
come.
million 4-year-olds, but not 4 million 100-year-olds.
I'm just amazed at the strength of the human gene in this century. When people are living shorter year by year, there's more people at Social Security living longer and longer.
Yeah. Oh, that is the secret to life.
Getting Social Security at a young
Getting
age.
Social Security. Just quit your job. Leech off the people.
Actually,
No,
I
but
heard
I mean, I do understand that some people are on Social Security for legit reasons. But
well, so the thing is,
for the most
Social
part,
Security
they're
was
not.
never meant to be a handout. It was supposed to be a retirement savings program. And so I actually don't agree that people who can't work are on Social Security. They need to develop another program for you. That was made for people who were retired over the age of 63, right? 62 and a half or whatever.
It was for your golden years.
I'm sorry, but if you're 24 and you have anxiety, you shouldn't be collecting Social Security.
Yeah, sure.
If you're 40 and you've left the military and you have problems, you shouldn't be collecting VA disability and Social Security.
Oh.
No, that's not how it's structured. That's not how its original intent ever was.
Because the VA is your pension, not Social Security.
We have to have separate programs. You can't just lump them all into one, because then this is what you get.
Well, you're double dipping. You're
having trillions of dollars in waste without any accountability. It's not okay. It's just unsustainable.
I don't see how it can be. It's obviously not. So, and you can see it in day-to-day life. Look at downtown Tucson. Look at downtown Phoenix. Look at downtown Harrisburg and Philly. It is trash. Every corner there's a bum. There's actually every corner there's somebody asking for money. Every corner there's at least 5 people with their sleeping bag, grocery cart, moving all of their valuables around.
And it sucks. We don't want to see that. They don't want to live like that. Like, we need to figure something out. We've got to help each other.
Well, our dollar is worth nothing now. I think I was reading.
You give them $1, it means nothing. Basically,
I think I was reading a stat like in the 1920s or maybe early 1900s. $100 bill was worth $100, and now it's only worth $3.
I don't know if it's only worth $3. We can look that up. It is basically 93% less, so it's like $7, I think.
I believe that. The thing is, over 80% of the money that's in circulation right now was made in the last 5 or 6 years. Actually, no, 80% of the currency that has ever been printed
in the history
was in the last 5 years.
Yes.
That last year of Trump, and then all through Biden's tenure.
Trump did not help things with all that BS.
He did not. And that's why I did not vote for him when he went up against Biden. That was my main shtick on that one, because I was like, dude, you had the win. You had the win. You just don't be a pussy and give in to all of this. Don't allow lockdowns. Let's move on with our lives. Well, if you get sick, you get sick. It sucks to suck. It really does. But we can't shut a whole country down. You can't shut the whole country down. Because now you just ended up...
He should have listened to his gut.
You moved middle-class people down even further. And you just made the poverty line that much bigger.
it's like anytime you increase minimum wage, yeah, you know, you're taking away from my pay rate. And so if
Yeah.
I make $20 an hour and minimum wage was 7 and now it's 12, that's a huge pay reduction that I'm receiving.
Yep.
Because everything's
Yeah,
going to
because
cost
you're not going to
$3 more.
going to 25. You're not going to $25
Mine
an
doesn't
hour.
change.
Right. So why can't mine change when they're like, oh, I'm at McDonald's and I demand $15 an hour. I need a living wage. You're working at McDonald's. I'm sorry to tell you this.
You see what happens. McDonald's is now searching for customers because no one goes there because it's too expensive.
It's also trash.
And
The fries don't taste the same anymore.
They gotta bring back the beef tallow.
The double quarter pounder is still it's kind of a tasty burger, but still it's just I can make something better at home. That's all there is to it.
Always.
And cheaper. And it's like $15 for a whole meal.
I would never buy a meal because I would never drink the drink.
You remember when footlongs used to be $5 at Subway? Now they're $13, $14.
Carl's Jr. had the $6 burger and it was like $4.50.
Yeah, and that was a lot of money.
That was the whole point.
Yeah. It was a pretty juicy burger though. You have me craving Carl's Jr. right now. We don't have one of those around here. Oh, so the father-in-law came up to me and he goes, "Hey, have you ever heard of that Carl place?" I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." You know, it's like they sell burgers. And I was like, "Carl's Jr.?" You're like, "Oh yeah. They're coming back with those bikini swimsuit commercials again." I was like, "Oh, yeah,
the barbecue sauce dripping over the titties."
The titties. Barbecue sauce on them titties.
Yeah. I don't know. Did Hardee's have commercials like that?
They're owned by the same people.
Probably not.
Carl's Jr. has the red burrito, or no, they have the green burrito, and Hardee's has the red burrito.
Oh, really?
They really do.
They're owned by the same people. A separate, standalone place long before Carl's Jr. bought them.
Well, I'm just saying. It's at Hardee's now. Hardee's owns that. Tradition. Hardee's owns it.
Yeah, anyway, it became Cisco Foods Incorporated, like everything else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they own everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, okay, well, wow. It's been too long, but now...
Yeah, it's been 2 months, man. I know.
I've got a new schedule, and we're going to be able to plan more shows on a more regular frequency.
You let me know. I'll work around your schedule. We'll get it done. We'll get
I'll send you what I've got, and then so you can have it, because I have the year's schedule.
Okay. And I'll upload this tomorrow when I get home from work. Or upload it tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's been too long. You know, winter hibernation, coming out of it. The days are getting longer, getting more time.
Yeah.
Going on the horizon. All right.
Yeah, the sun's starting to stay out a little bit longer.
I guess for you, it's still cold and wintry.
So I was on a roof today working on a generator. It was 14 degrees outside. I'm on the roof. There's 14-degree wind chill. So naturally, it felt like 1 degree outside.
It's like 0 degrees.
Yeah.
The coldest I've been here was like 25 or 23 degrees. So, and that is the coldest point in the morning.
Yeah.
And you were at work in the middle of the day, and it was 14 degrees with wind chill. On top of that.
Yeah, that was 8:30 in the morning. My fingertips were hurting, so I had to go back inside to warm up and then go back up on the roof.
Did you have gloves, mister?
I had my cut gloves on. I didn't have any winter gloves.
All right. Someone in the chat, get this man gloves.
Oh, I have some in the garage. I just forgot to take them.
No, you have an extra pair. Put them in
I
your
bought
toolbox.
some. I bought some Arctic, like winter gloves. They're pretty mobile. They're pretty mobile. They got a fleece lining in them.
Mobile enough.
Yeah, I got them at Tractor Supply.
Oh god, that feels cold in my hands. I could think about it right now.
Dude, my fingertips felt like little needles.
Mm.
It wasn't a good feeling. The only time, so I've had that happen a couple times. The only other time that it got real bad was when I was riding the motorcycle in Baltimore and it was 35 degrees outside.
Oh, and then that wind, at 50 or whatever you're doing.
So I was going 35, 40 miles an hour the entire way to work. Yeah, luckily the speed limit didn't go much higher than that.
Yeah, you weren't forced to go faster.
Yeah, I wasn't forced to go on the highway, so
nice.
Going
But
55, 60
30 miles
really hurt.
For how long? Like 15, 20 minutes at a time? That's a lot of air.
It was 15 minutes. It was a 15-minute ride. No.
It's cold. For some reason, for me, the temperatures between 40 and 30 are like the coldest.
Yeah.
It's like wet cold. It's different than once it's finally frozen.
Yeah, once it's like 10 degrees, it's like a dry cold. No, today it hurt. It hurt. It hurt my nose. It was freezing my mustache.
That wind was pulling all that moisture out, making it much colder.
And then I made a mistake once I got to work after, get my fingertips frozen off. I decided to put my hands under warm water.
Oh.
Don't do that. That is sensory overload. It makes it hurt so much more.
Were you tingling?
Yeah. My hands hurt so bad. My hands didn't warm up for a good hour. So I was just basically trying to look busy at my workstation for an hour. Yeah.
You saying when you got to the shop, you were trying to warm them?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the bathroom, tried to pour some warm water on it. Didn't work. It made it hurt more. And then I just kind of walked around my workstation trying to look busy. And my hands were just like frozen like this.
Yeah, just stuck.
I was like, ugh, it hurts.
Oh, man. Well, about another month of that and you'll start warming up.
I can't wait. Next week, it's supposed to be in the mid 40s all week. So
perfect. All right.
We're getting back to it. I think that's a lot has to do with my lack of motivation lately. It's cold. I'm working outside all the time. I am sore every day just
you
want
to go home and relax. Yeah.
And
You're
once
tired.
I get in once I get into my warm truck and then into my warm house, I don't want to go back to the cold garage.
How could you? Yeah.
No, I can't.
It's very tiring, those
too big of a pussy.
Extreme. That's not being a pussy. It's just, letting your body, doing the right thing, right? Recuperating.
Right. No,
it's like when I come off a 12-hour shift, I'm not going to go run 2 miles.
Right.
Maybe someday I will, but not within the first 2 weeks of doing it,
Right.
You got to build up to it.
Yeah. Got to build a routine.
Got to build a routine, and you got to do small steps, that's all you got to do. Don't expect yourself to do an hour and a half workout in the garage.
Yeah.
Maybe 15, 20 minutes of something, something light.
Yeah. I tell myself that all the time because I've been thinking about waking up earlier in the morning and getting out in the garage for 30 minutes and either just doing squats or just do some sort of calisthenics. Whether it's like pull-ups and stuff or push-ups, just get the body moving for 30 minutes and come back inside, change, and go to work. But man, I just haven't been able.
It's tough to cut into.
I wake up at the last second to leave the house. I get dressed and then I'm out the door.
Yeah, you got to really tell yourself, like, what's up?
And something new. So Emma is, 1, and then she's all
That's the tough part, right? She's changing every day, right?
She's so excited to see me in the morning. And I get like 1 minute to hang out with her, to give her a kiss, and then, all right, yeah, see you later, buddy. And then she's like, up. She's not saying up yet, but she's putting her hands up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, pick her up, give her a kiss, and then hand her back to Julia. And then, all right, bye. And then she just goes like this. Man, that's brutal.
So instead of working out, I think you need to spend an extra 5 minutes with that.
Yeah, right.
Right. Instead of trying to figure out how you can do the extra 30, just do an extra 5 with that.
Right. Well, Emma normally starts waking up when I'm moving around in the morning, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe she'll wake
sense
up an extra 5 minutes earlier, and I can just.
Yeah, it is tough. Oh,
I can snuggle with them before I leave.
It's hard. It's hard, especially when they're doing that to you.
Yeah, she's so cute. And then she'll go, wow, as soon as I close the door. I'm like, no.
And you got to keep going. That's the worst part. Like, you got to keep leaving. You know,
I'm so sorry. I have to make money. I have to go to my job or else they'll fire me.
I have to do this first.
I'll see you in 10 hours. Wow.
We're crying the same cry.
Just sitting in my chair going, Let me pop this zit in my lip and I'll be all right. But all right, dude. Well, it sounds like you're doing pretty good. You're liking the job.
It's super easy. I don't know how much I like it because the days are long.
Yeah.
This is a 12.5-hour day.
Yeah.
But I'll only work half the month, technically, the way it all works out. And so I get a week off every month to spend with the family. But that also means like a work day is a work day. It's not like I'm going to work for 8 hours. I'm going to work for 12 hours plus pre-shift meeting. And so I'm gone like 13 hours when I leave.
Yeah. Right.
But it's more money. It's more, more time invested. And it's also, where do I see myself in the future? I can use the experience and knowledge and go somewhere else. And so that's what we're doing.
Right.
Put a little extra effort now, and maybe it'll be easier later. That's the whole point.
Very nice.
Do I like it? Yeah, it's super easy. I don't have to do anything. Half the time, it's one finger on the wheel.
You're just driving from point A to point B?
All I do is pull up. They drop the dirt. Either I go to the crusher and dump in ore, or I dump the waste over the side of the hill.
You froze again. Come back to me.
In a 12-hour shift, I do it anywhere. I do it anytime, anywhere from 11 to 35 times in a shift. Depends how far I have to go.
Nice.
So.
Well, be careful. I
get a bonus. I get a bonus just for showing up. So great.
I went to mine safety class the other week, and I saw a few of those trucks tip over. They were on the internet. I didn't get to see them in person tip over, but just be careful.
I rode with a guy, and his truck fell through the side of the mountain, and it dropped like 30 feet. Jeez. It is dangerous. There's we had a shovel. The control didn't react with the emergency stop, and it hit the truck, and it didn't flip the truck, but it hit it hard enough to where it threw the truck driver around. We're dealing with explosives. The hill can collapse when you're in the bottom. There's a lot of different things which it's dangerous. It's not as dangerous as being a miner in the 70s or 50s. But it's a dangerous job. That's why you get paid what you get paid. It's also rewarding, though, too, because we're the first step in the products that everyone uses, right?
Yeah.
Without it, you wouldn't be seeing us.
You're the foundation to modern civilization.
As has been for, 8 to 15,000 years.
Millennia
of refinement.
Yes. On that note, let's refine all the way out of here. It was fun, man. Episode 27. I don't know what we're going to call this, but it's refining. We'll do something about that.
Groundhog's Day? I think not.
All right. Till next time, this is Tar and Feather Podcast.
Welcome to the
Wrong one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And God bless.